Last week, the Blugold football team picked up its first conference win over UW La Crosse, but this weekend would bring a much tougher test. The 2-5 Blugolds taking on the second-ranked Warhawks of UW Whitewater at Carson Park. First quarter, Warhawks up 3-0. Drew Pearson breaks through the outside. He's in for the score. Whitewater up 10-0. Later in the first half, second quarter, Warhawks in the red zone. It's Drew Patterson again. He's in for his third touchdown of the day. Warhawks up 24-0. But then, just before halftime, Blugolds need some offense. Dan Hartog back to pass. He's looking long. He's got Matt Knopf wide open, streaking down the field. He's in for the touchdown. Mixed extra point, however. That would be the only score for the Blugolds of the day. Whitewater rolls over Eau Claire 48-6. Next week, the football team will travel south to take on 17th-ranked UW Platteville. The volleyball team ended their regular season with a sweep over UW Platteville to finish 23-9 overall, heading into the WEAC tournament. They earned a number 4 seed, setting them up with a match on their home court to start the postseason. The Blugolds hosting the 5th-seeded Pointers of UW Stevens Point Tuesday night in McPhee, a team they swept earlier this season. The Blugolds dropped the first set but lead 15-9 in the second. Talia Jaskolski over to Heather Sawchuk for the kill. Eau Claire goes on to take the second set and tie the match up at 1. Third set, Eau Claire leading 25-24. Sawchuk puts down the kill. Blugolds take the lead and take the third set. But the Pointers force a 5th set, all tied up at 13. It's Keegan Kinsella coming up with the huge block. Blugolds now with a match point. Then, next point. Heather Sawchuk's spike is blocked, and Bella Nelson coming over, hits the back corner. Pointers go on to take set 5, 16-14 to take the match. The Blugolds will now wait for a potential at-large NCAA tournament bid. With the volleyball team and the football team nearing the end of their seasons, other sports are just beginning. The men's basketball team exceeded expectations last season, making a run in the WIAC tournament, but falling just short of the NCAA tournament. This year, they look up to pick up right where they left off.
And the great thing about our team is we have 5 seniors, and that's kind of a theme for us, is the experience that we have on this basketball team. And I know that those 5 seniors have extremely high expectations of this team as well. So it's something that kind of resonates throughout our program right now.
The way we ended last year was good for us, but we definitely don't want to just stay there going into this next year. We want it to translate over.
We're a team with high expectations, but we're not the only team in the conference with high expectations. Every team in this conference is good and deserves to be prepared diligently, and I know our coaching staff will do that for the conference games.
The men will kick off their season at Winona State in an exhibition game on Monday. On the women's side, the Blugolds search for a new identity as a team of depth after losing their top 3 scorers from last season.
So this year, I think the players will speak to this. We think that our depth is probably the best in the league, and we think it's probably the best that it's been in the program. There's, at any given point, I think 12 or 13 players that can contribute.
We need to just be a little grittier this year, grind out some games, and get the job done early so we can put ourselves in a better position come tournament time.
The women's basketball team begins its season on Tuesday, November 15th at home against St. Catharines of Minnesota. The men's hockey season is already underway as they have won their first 2 games of the season last weekend, 8-1 over Lawrence on Friday and then 3-2 over Aurora Saturday. They'll travel to St. Mary's tomorrow to get to a 2-game road trip. The women's hockey team earned their first 3 wins last week on the road and will return home for a pair of games this weekend in Hobbs Ice Arena. The women's soccer team wrapped up their regular season last weekend with a win over UW Stout to finish 7-8-2 overall. They earned a 3 seed in the WIAC tournament and won their opening match against 6th-seeded UW River Falls on Tuesday. They head to a 2nd-seeded UW La Crosse tonight for their semifinal match. The men's cross-country team won their 3rd straight WIAC conference title last weekend at the WIAC championship meet in Stevens Point. Darren Lau led the Blugolds with a 2nd-place finish, followed by Nick Peterson, Patrick Treacy, and Matt Sierra, all in the top 10. That'll do it for your Blugold Sports update. Keep it tuned in to TV 10 for all things Blugold Sports, or log on to blugolds.com.